In an effort to add another weapon to the free world's arsenal of ideas and culture, the following program is being broadcast to the armed forces overseas. Theirs, not ours.
1, 2.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Hans Conried, star of stage, screen, television, and the YMCA Indian Guide. The lady behind me, with whose photograph we have taken certain liberties, is a motion picture star of 50 years ago, Miss Theda Bara. The program is called Fractured Flickers. Not only is it called Fractured Flickers, but it really is Fractured Flickers. I suppose you're wondering at this point what a fractured flicker is, and aren't we all? So here's a brief explanation. First, we'll run a scene from a flicker, a silent movie made years before the advent of synchronized sound. Now, on Fractured Flickers, we change the picture slightly, add our own words and voices and sound effects, and come up with something like this. Hooray! Hooray!
Now watch close, Charlie. I show you how to fight the bull. He's mine, he's mine, he's mine. Take it, Charlie.
Hooray!
Oh, don't be chicken, Charlie. Show him who's the boss.
Hooray!
Keep your head down and your eye on the bull. Sorry, Charlie. It must have slipped.
That's all right, Rudy. It only hurts when I olay.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a fractured flicker. Almost painfully simple, isn't it? But that's what we'll be doing here for week after week, or until somebody finds out. And as a matter of fact, we're starting right now.
Hi, are you the man I talked to on the phone?
Yeah, about the big modeling job. But why so mysterious? You were just perfect.
Well, I'm afraid I can't take the job. I have a terrible fear of being typecast.
What do you mean?
Well, I just refuse to model for the same kind of product all the time.
But we've turned down Audrey Hepburn and Liz Taylor.
I know, but it's just a waste of time to ask me.
Oh, come on now. Take the job and the Guillotine Safety Razor Company will pay you top dollar.
There, you see? You're just like all the rest of the agents. You only want to hire me because I'm tall. Oh.
Now you see what you're in for. Most of the films you're going... Your mouth is hanging open. Most of the films you're going to see on Fractured Flickers were made originally as silent pictures. Talkies were developed later to drown out the sound of the popcorn crunching in the balcony. Now, having no sound made it, of course, much easier to direct a picture in the old days. A director could simply talk to his actors and tell them what to do. Occasionally, they'd even listen. Through a stroke of fortune, so rare as to be completely incredible, we have some old recordings of a pioneer director at work. We're going to play his directions and comments along with the flicker, which in this case is a very early version of the 39 steps. It's called the 39 stoops.
Ready for your entrance, Liz? Okay, roll them. Iris in. Liz, enter right. Right. Now, Liz, show the lady spies your credentials. No, honey, credentials. It's like your guild card. Peggy, we'll pick up this whole scene in the cover shot. And Liz, we better do the beach scene. And can you give us a little bit of cute business with the parasol? You're opening it. Oh, that's clever. And now what's this? No, hun, this is a family picture. Maury, stand by with the ocean. Fine, that's it. Let it come in just a little. Little too far with the ocean, Maury. I know it's an arty shot, but can we get off the shoe and back to Liz? Thank you. All right, Liz, now you take the gun out. And, honey, forget the shoes and socks now. We can play the scene barefoot. It's very symbolic. Please, sweetie. Well, if you must know, there's a fish in one of your socks, Liz. Liz? Now, Liz, honey, please. Sweetie, you know how the front office feels about violence. Liz, Maury, stand by with the ocean again. That's good. No, wait, who's that? Clear the set. Clear the set, please. No, not you people. Look at the camera, Liz. Big smile, darling. Cut. Now, people, we're very short on film, so will you pick it up just a little? All right, action. Liz, you're helping Eddie escape from the spies. Good. Now cast off, Eddie. Very nice. Okay, spies. Hold it. Maury, can't we get a car for the spies? On the way, huh? Well, how about another boat? I know we've got budget problems, Maury, but No, I meant another whole boat, Maury. Big smile, Liz. What happened to Eddie? Did Eddie drown? Oh, he's drowning now, huh? Peggy, make a note to send Eddie's widow a print of the film. All right. Spies out and on to the horses again, and you gallop after Liz. No, what are you doing? Oh, yeah, she's in a boat now. Maury, when the car gets here, hold it on the pier, will you? You people aren't listening at all. All right, Maury. Ready with the police. We got a boat for them. Good. Okay. Cue the police. Into the boat, and, gee, Maury, that isn't the shot I had in mind. Cut to Liz. And can we get another boat for the police? Good. All right. Let's try it again, shall we, fellas? Good. No, who's that? Who'd they hit? Oh, Eddie. He didn't drown. Hey, cancel that print to the... And Liz, can you put the boat up on shore? Not... A little too far, sweetie. Okay, now you discover the missing A-bomb. Yeah, it's fastened to your garter. Nice. Now pick up the spies. Good. Cue the car. Uh-huh. Now, good smooth jump, fellas. Wonderful. Okay, Maury, that's a wrap. Nice, normal day shooting.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are most fortunate to have as our guest on Fractured Flickers one of the great ladies of the entertainment world, a performer whose talents are universally applauded, a legend in her own time, beloved by all, the one and only Rose Marie.
Oh, you're kidding, Hans.
Well, to tell you the truth, that introduction was originally written for Lassie, but she couldn't make it.
Oh, thanks a lot. Gee, I hope everybody isn't too disappointed. I mean, maybe I could jump through a hoop or bite your leg or something.
Well, that's very accommodating of you, but it really isn't necessary, Rose. Or Marie, or... how are you usually addressed, by the way?
Well, I'm usually addressed as occupant. But, why don't you just call me Rosie?
Oh, I couldn't. It wouldn't seem proper somehow.
Oh, I don't mind, really.
Perhaps not, but I do. Well, enough of this idle chit-chat, Miss Marie. Everybody is waiting to hear you sing.
Oh, no, Hans, I couldn't.
Come on now. What are you going to do for us?
Well, how about a small card trick, or maybe I could make a bunny out of a napkin or something.
You're not going to sing?
Well, Hans, it's like this. Everywhere I go, somebody insists that I do one of my routines. Every party I'm invited to, I'm expected to perform. You'd think that Union Scale was 3 hors d'oeuvres and a dance with the host. For once, I'd like to be asked for myself, alone.
I see. Very well, I appreciate the way you feel. Miss Marie, what is your opinion of film as a weapon in the Cold War?
Huh?
What is your opinion of film as a weapon in the Cold War?
Wait a minute, Hans. You're not going to coax me to sing?
We, Maureen, on this program, we don't believe in forcing our guests to perform.
Well, maybe I could just do one little old number.
No. We'd rather you just relax. Tell me, do you think the use of foreign locations will tend to universalize today's motion picture product?
I didn't know Universal was making pictures anymore. Listen, Hans, I was only kidding about not wanting to perform.
No. You just relax. And tell us what you think of directors like Francois Truffaut as a continuing force in the theater.
Swanee, how I love you, how I love you, my...
No. What about this new wave, Rosemary, or as the French call it, la vague nouvelle?
Mimi, you funny little honey of a Mimi. I'm riding high.
Rosie, with us, you can just be yourself.
Myself? That was my imitation of Maurice Chevalier.
Of course, le grand Maurice. Tell me, do you ever see any of the old coterie at Caen or Nice?
Wouldn't you like to see my impression of Ruby Keeler with a stone in her shoe?
Oh, I'm afraid our time is just about up. Good night, Miss Rosemary, and thank you for your frank and thoughtful views. I'm sure we've all learned something from this interview.
Well, I certainly have, Hans.
Oh, have you?
Mm-hmm. I've learned never to say no unless you really mean it. And now to close, here's my impression.
No. Thank you very much, and good night, Rosemary. Or may I call you Rose?
Oh, why don't you just call me what everybody's going to call me after this interview?
What's that?
A quiet American.
In our next flicker, Tarfoot of the Apes, you may be surprised to notice that fashions in masculine beauty change as much as fashions in feminine beauty. In 1914, when this picture was made, it was the mature male, like our star, Elmo Lincoln, who made ladies' hearts go pity-pat. A gentleman with big shoulders and big arms and a waist to match. A man who displayed a spectacular amount of, I believe the word is beefcake.
The wet season in Africa is a terrible time. From the sky, solid sheets of water pour down on the storm-tossed earth. Panic seizes both man and beast. To show you how bad the wet season is, what you're seeing now is Africa in the dry season. But when it does rain, there's one creature who practically goes ape. It is Tarfoot, king of the jungle. Meanwhile, a ship loaded with British scientists was on its way to search for the legendary English ape man.
I hear the blighter runs about with no clothes on. Doesn't even dress for dinner.
You must be joking.
I don't see what all this has to do with the geophysical year.
Soon the search party hit the beach and started off on their strange quest. Meanwhile, Tarfoot was on the way to his jungle hut. In less than a week, he arrived. By an odd coincidence, the scientists were also on their way to Tarfoot's hut. The odor of Jane's cheap perfume warned him someone was approaching. Company coming, and the place looked a mess. Not even time to get his hair fixed.
There's a note on the door.
Welcome to Tarfootsville. Do not steal towels. Remember, Tarfoot watches.
But a search of the jungle cabin turned up nothing except an old notebook. Inside it was a detailed account of Cornwallis's surrender at Yorktown.
Bad show, that. Bad show.
Here. Tarfoot, meanwhile, was still being scalded by Jane's cheap perfume. But before he could do anything about it...
I say, chaps, how about bringing us a spot of lunch?
Oh, wizard. And hold my gun for me, will you? It's frightfully heavy. Bad enough to carry this elephant gun. For a gun, it's a large bore.
This was the chance Reginald Snively Whoppington Jones had been waiting for 3 reels. That's a long time for a cad to wait. As he entered the hut, Jane's cheap perfume struck him like a blow. Yes, Reggie was obviously stoned.
I say, Jane, I think you're awful pretty.
And you, Reggie, are pretty awful. fool.
Touche, you little minx. But don't play the croquette with me. Carry me, give us a kiss.
Take your British mittens off me.
Jane, don't go. Jane, please. Jane, stop. It's your move.
You're wearing that cheap perfume just to tantalize me. I'm mad about you, you beguiling witch. Mad, 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 mad. Which one of you two bullies did that? You've insulted the Wappington Jones honor. There's nothing for me to do but shoot myself.
Well, there he goes. My last chance at a husband. What have I done? Who's left?
Who indeed? One well-placed shot. What is this? No bullets.
Oh, I hate these low-budget pictures.
Aha! Got you! Take that, you dumb dog!
The ape man saved me. He must be English at the core.
And did you see the way he used his knife? Only a born Englishman would know that old Oxford stroke. He's the chap we're looking for, all right. Come on, let's get him. Which way did he go? That way or that way? Oh, this way. Yes, follow me. Or better still, I'll follow you. Close up, chaps, close up. Don't dawdle, confound it.
Jane, I tried to shoot myself, but I missed. Oh, come, Jane. Don't be an old sorehead, Jane. Wait. Where are you going?
To the jungle to take a nap.
Isn't that a bit of a sticky wicket?
When Tarfoot found out from Reggie what had happened,
Me, Tarfoot, you snook.
fearing that Jane might be bitten by a tsetse fly, or vice versa, Tarfoot dashed lightly along the treetop freeway. The professor had organized a search for the missing girl. Little did he know that his search party was heading straight toward a hostile native village.
All right, you guys, fall in alphabetically according to rank.
Jane! Any one, any two, and...
Know how to form a British square?
Meanwhile, Tarfoot had brought Jane to his cozy penthouse apartment. Then, since it was lunchtime, he set out for the nearest delicatessen. Jane's heart beat fast in expectation.
Perhaps he will bring back a pizza.
Are you sure no one knows how to form a British square?
Before he reached the delicatessen, Tarfoot heard the noise of battle and climbed to a better vantage point. It was the chance Tarfoot had been waiting for. He dashed toward the village. Sure enough, the scoutmaster's hut was empty. He could practice his tenderfoot fire-lighting test with no one watching. And what a fire he'd light.
A merit badge for sure.
I'm a British oval.
Tarfut returned to Jane, who was now weak from hunger.
Couldn't get a pizza, Tarfut by Jane ham sandwich.
Thank you.
Jane had never seen an African ham sandwich before. Neither had Tarfut.
It has mustard on it.
The nearness of Jane, the pungency of her cheap perfume, the tangy zest of the mustard was more than the simple ape man could stand.
I suppose you're wondering why I asked you this afternoon. You stick with me, kiddo. All this is yours. The snakes, strangler vines, see flies, all. Tarfut, love you. Let's rub noses.
Oh, please. You made me drop my sandwich.
Plenty more where that come from, baby. I own Big Jungle Diamond Mine. Buy plenty liverwurst, lox, cream cheese. We eat like wild pig, you and me. Let's rub noses.
Dear, you'll ruin my makeup. But you may nibble my knuckles a bit.
Oh, boy.
But the barrier between them was a high one. It was all Jane could do to hold back a tear, for when Tarfut nibbled, he nibbled for keeps.
Now down, boy.
Heartbroken, but resolved to do the right thing, the square thing, the British thing, Tarfut escorted Jane back to the cabin and to her own way of life. Would she let him go, or would true love triumph? Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No.
Yes. Tarfut.
Jane!
No kidding. You really got a diamond mine.
You bet, sweetie.
Let's rub noses.
And to think that for this program, I turned down a guest appearance on Ding Dong School. Oh, well.
Now, stand by, USA, for the frolicking, fun-loving, Ethel-guzzling boys who travel down Route 56. The story of Claude and Fuzz, lovable youth on the move.
You almost hit them horses, Fuzz. Me? I thought you was driving.
Here they come, steering their way into the flower beds of America.
Uranium crushers.
It's the ups and downs of two carefree lads taking a shortcut through life.
What's that bump up ahead there, Fuzz? That ain't no bump. It's a kid. Missed him, darn it. What's wrong? You getting chicken, Fuzz? Chicken? Me chicken? I'll show you chicken. That's chicken.
It's a fun-filled evening for all the morbid members of your dreadful family. Don't miss Route 56. And remember, drive recklessly. The man you hit might be a tax collector.
Well, in the immortal words of the beloved Dr. Denton, that just about buttons it up for tonight.
Now, this is Hans Conried bidding you good night from the entertainment capital of the world. That small town of gimcrack joys and tinsel tragedies, where nothing is what it seems. That never, never land of make-believe. Washington, D.C.